Hey guys, what is up? Shadolance back for another review. Today I'm going to be doing the regular SPAS-12 for GP. This is one of the most underused weapons in the entire game, and I gotta say I have no idea why. It's actually a really nice shotgun. It's not like top tier, but it's really pretty good, and I'm kind of surprised to see, kind of surprised to see that it's not being used more often. So hopping right into the stats, we're seeing a damage of 65, a portability of 63, rate of fire of 20, and recoil of 62. So that's pretty good right off the bat. Damage of 65 is pretty low for a shotgun, but the SPAS-12 has among the lowest damage drop-off for any shotgun in the entire game. And it gets even better when you go up to the SPAS-12 Gold, and then even better when you go up to the stock and the stock gold, obviously. It has among the lowest in the game. The regular GP SPAS-12 has less damage drop-off than the Max's shotgun, if you guys didn't know that. That's actually true. I did the math. Damage per pellet. There's 8 pellets out of this gun. Damage per pellet. And also, a lot of people don't tend to know this, but the SPAS series is all fully automatic. At least the regular SPAS-12 and the SPAS-12 Gold are. I'm not sure if the stock is. I will check that in just a moment. Yes, it's fully automatic, my bad. So all of these guns are fully automatic, despite what they are told to be otherwise. Also, another nice thing about the SPAS series is that the spread it recovers instantaneously, and it's very, very small and does not change while you're jumping, so it's very, very nice. Love that about this gun. Basically, the portability of 63, it's pretty portable. It's not the most portable shotgun in the game, it's just average. Rate of fire of 20 is very fast. That's only 3 points lower than the M4 Super 90, so you're looking at a very fast firing gun, and with the fully automatic capabilities, it's a very, very nice little addition. It has an 8-shot magazine capacity by default, which is really nice. That's pretty high. That's higher than most R870 models and all those, which have like 6 to 7 shots. Not most of them have 8 shots. This one does, and it has a spare 24 shots. So you're going to get quite a bit of ammo out of it. You're going to get 4 total clips out of it, which is really, really nice. So, and then as far as the recoil of 20, it's really not noticeable. Sorry, the recoil of 20. I don't think there's any gun that has recoil that low. Recoil of 62. I don't think there are any guns that are shotguns that you really notice the recoil too much on. At least not in my opinion. The R870 series maybe, but the SPAS-12 series most definitely not. So, it's typically a 2 to 3 shot kill. It's very powerful, and at ranges, yes, it'll be upwards of a 4-shot kill, but you're not really supposed to use a shotgun at range. If you shoot someone in the back, it's going to be a 2-shot kill on even recon and light vest. Sorry, 2-shot kill on even recon and light vesters, 3-shot at longer ranges, but that's if you're close enough within shotgun range. So if you're not getting good kills with this gun, you're either not getting close enough or your aim is not very good, and you really shouldn't be using shotguns if your aim is not too good. Now, I know the whole that's kind of contradictory, because a shotgun you would typically use because you have worse aim and you just want to try to get the one shot to hit, but you really need to have a consistent just kind of a consistent area where you're going to be keeping your mouse. You really want to try to get as much as you can. Get as many of the pellets to hit as you can, because if you can't get a lot of the pellets to hit, then you're not going to do so well with shotguns. Now, a lot of people also don't know this about the SPAS series, and obviously it doesn't make a big difference in this game. But that whole thing on the top with the holes in it, that's actually a stock that can fold out in real life anyway. So that's pretty nice. As far as extended magazines, because you can put extended magazines in this, I don't think it's really necessary. You get an extra 4 shots per magazine, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think you're really going to be getting a whole lot more. I don't ever really put extended magazines on shotguns for a reason. There's really no need. They have pretty fast reloads, and with the type of reload they have, where they reload 1 bullet at a time, and you can start firing any time during that reload sequence, I find that to be just generally useful. Now, using shotguns, it literally depends. The amount of shots you have to put into a person literally depends on 2 things. 1, how far away you are. 2, how many pellets you get to hit. That's literally what matters. Those are the only 2 things that matters. It doesn't really matter how close you... Well, it does matter how close you are, but it's kind of hard to put it in words. But basically, you just want to be as close to them as possible and get as many shots to hit as possible. If you're right up close to them and you get like half the pellets to hit, that will do less damage than if you're further away and get all the pellets to hit. So It's kind of a weird mathematics situation. I don't really want to go into math when I'm in the middle of a review, but that's basically the way it works. So hopping into the other guns, I'm going to be comparing this to the SPAS-12 Gold and the SPAS-12 Stock. I'm glad I finally got that stuff out of the way. The SPAS-12 Gold is one of my favorite guns that I ever have had. At first, when I got the gun, I hated it, and I swore to myself I would never get it back. And then by random chance, I got it back out of the Miss Infinity, and I was like, I at first cursed my luck, and I was like, oh crap, really? This was the one gun I didn't want to get. But in the end, I'm actually really glad that I got it because it's really fun to use, and I just don't use them very often. I need to use it more. So basically with the SPAS-12 Gold, we're seeing an increase in damage from 65 to 68. So each of the pellets is going to be doing a whopping 3 points more damage, which is a lot. Portability of 65 is increased from the portability of 63, so a 2-point increase in that. Rate of fire is the same at 20, and recoil is the same at 62. Both guns are fully automatic and have the same ammo capacity, 8 of 24. And obviously, because it's a shotgun, it's on sale for $20 worth of NX, not the 25 or 30 that snipers, SMGs, assault rifles, and all the rest of those are sold for. So, machine guns are also 20, but yeah. In my opinion, I would not put this high on your list to buy, the SPAS-12 Gold anyway. I wouldn't put it super high on your list to buy, especially if you're not proficient with the regular SPAS-12. Obviously, if you're good with the regular SPAS-12, you'll only be better with the Gold, but you really want to be pretty good. If you were going to buy the SPAS-12 Gold, the reason it's so underused is because there are other shotguns that are just as good, if not better. So it really just depends on what you want to do and how good you are with the regular SPAS. That's true of a lot of guns where you want to test the GP variants first. Preferably the best GP variant you have access to, because the SPAS-12 Gold is better than the SPAS-12 Stock in some ways, and actually it's worse than it in some ways. So hopping into the Stock, I do want to compare it to the Stock as well. It's a very high-ranking gun, Colonel 1. Not many people will ever get access to this weapon outside of the Miss G. So I did want to go over it, since when you do get it, it's worth keeping. I honestly love the shotgun. It's basically just a better version of the SPAS-12, and in some ways it is better than the SPAS-12 Gold. It does have better damage drop-off than the Gold, but not by a lot. It's just slightly better. And also the bullets, for some reason, just tend to do more damage for me. So, looking at the SPAS-12 Stock, it has the same damage of 65, and the portability of 63, which is also the same. Rate of fire of the 20, but the recoil goes down to 60. So, unlike the SPAS-12 Gold, the only statistical difference between the SPAS-12 Gold and SPAS-12 Stock is that the Stock has 3 points less damage, which is the same as the regular SPAS-12. And then the Gold has 62 recoil, and the Stock only has 60. Then there is also the SPAS-12 Stock Gold, but I'm not going to go into that because that is an NX rare, and the number of people that both get that weapon and keep it to use it are pretty low. Honestly, I love it, and if I got my hands on it, I would be using it like crazy. I might even renew it. It's just that there are better shotguns I could use. I would still probably take even a Jackhammer over a SPAS-12 Stock Gold. Jackhammer has even less damage drop-off, at least by a bit, and it seems to have just a better range in general. It does more damage. The Jackhammer is basically just a better version of the SPAS series. So if you're very good at the SPAS series, unless the type of reload really throws you off, where the Jackhammer has the clip type reload instead of the single shell type reload, then you may want to stick with the Jackhammer and not the SPAS, because the Jackhammer, in my opinion, performs a little better than the SPAS series, especially since it even has a lower spread. And as far as recoil, it has none. So, I mean, that's just another reason to want to use the Jackhammer. I'm not going to open up the stats, though. I'm just going to tell you that it's very, very powerful. It has less damage drop-off than the SPAS, and that the SPAS-12 GP variant is most definitely worth your time to try out. Absolutely love this gun. It's fantastic. There's nothing I could really hate about it. The portability is fine. The rate of fire is pretty high for a basic GP gun. Let's see, what rank do you actually unlock this at? I believe it's that Recruit, if I remember correctly, the SPAS-12, so you get it very early in the game. Pretty much anyone who's watching a review here should be able to at least try the gun. It's definitely worth it. The other fully automatic guns that you guys should have access to are the Saiga 20K series. You should have access to the Saiga. It's a nice shotgun. I do have a review out on it. It's not my favorite. I do prefer the SPAS over it. So, I mean, honestly, I just never liked the Saiga in general, so that's just kind of my own personal preference, but whatever. At any rate, I'm about out of time for a review today, guys, but I have a couple of questions for you guys today, again, like I had yesterday. I'd like to ask you, first of all, thank you for anyone who PM'd me about using music in my videos. But now I wanted to ask, I noticed that a lot of other YouTubers like UCD and Arctic does it in almost every video, if not every, he uses a color corrector. Now, I have the ability to use that as well. I never really thought I would use it in the past just because these are more like hypocritical stuff than he does. He does mostly commentaries, which are to be enjoyed by his voice, and you know, the gameplay itself, not so much about the actual like videos and stuff. Now I wouldn't be editing the video, but I would be using the color corrector to make the shading look different. And the gun might not be the color that it looks like in-game, but would you guys like that? If you want to see what a color corrector looks like, just go watch some of Arctic Drop Shot's videos. He has a lot of really, really great ideas and great just color correctors that he uses. He uses a bunch of different ones. It can be something very minor that you may not even notice, whether like it's shading the edges, or it could be something super strict to make it everything look really blocky. But whatever you guys think you guys would like to see, I could try around with those. That's about all the time I really have for a review today, guys. The last little summary wrap-up is that there are a lot of other GP guns you could be trying around this time. The SPAS-12 is a good one to try out. Same with the M590 and the R870 are all good low-ranked shotguns to get a shot with. Just give them a try. They're worth trying, and I have reviews on all of them, so you guys should be able to go and check those out. That's about all the time I have for a review today, guys. Thank you for watching this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook group. Link is in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Shadolance out.